cicada underlining, shadows stretch out lazily. Welcome, friends. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. I am Jeremy Grafe, and this is the Subaltern Project Twitch channel. If you haven't already, please do give us a follow, and that way you'll get notified every time I go live, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. and most Wednesdays at 2 p.m. I've got some really fun announcements a little bit later, but for now, how's everybody doing over in the chat?
Everybody's good, just sharing what's going on.
Cool, cool.
Lindsay's here, Lisa.
Oh, right on.
Misha. Judith is here too.
Oh, very cool.
That's who's in the chat right now.
Right on. Well, that's a pretty good grouping of people from around the country and around the world. So, cool.
Oh, Carlos says hello.
Ah, yes. Hello, Carlos. Yeah. So here in Pennsylvania, it has become hot. It's been in the 90s for the last few days. So.
Yes, Lisa was expressing her. It's hot.
Yes, it is. I am not averse to heat, but I will admit that we've got the airco on, because if we didn't, it would be 120 degrees here in the studio, which is not great for computers or guitars, and it's probably not awesome for humans either. So, here's to hydration. Oh, well, so as I said, I've got some really fun announcements a little bit later, but I've got some music. And tonight I've got some songs that haven't been on the show for a little bit, and yeah, and a few that have. It is so good to be able to still to get together like this, because even like just based on what Lori has said about who is in the chat now, like we couldn't all be together right now otherwise. So that's pretty amazing. So I'm stoked on that. Anyway, I got some more music for you. And Radiant is especially going out to my brother and his wife Joanna, who are celebrating the first of their 2 anniversaries. Yes, that's right, friends. You heard that right. Not 1, but 2 anniversaries. I guess you want me to elaborate?
He's here, by the way.
I know that.
Also, David is here, too. Did they say hello?
Oh, right on. Hey, David. Very cool. Well, anyway, one of those weddings was here in the States, which was probably a lot less exciting than the one that we had in Portugal, which was pretty phenomenal.
Pretty exciting.
And I am looking forward to a day where we can travel again, because 1 week in Portugal, as it turns out, is not nearly enough time.
Not nearly enough time, no. We were totally intending to go back. Last year.
Yes. So we need to figure that out as soon as travel is well and truly safe. But anyway, to the 2 of you today, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
So what's going on in the chat?
People say, it's catching up.
I see Doritos.
They have kapals, hearts, drinking. Misha's biggest problem is keeping the instruments dry.
Ah, yes.
Lately with all the rain.
Yeah, I bet Sophia's loving that.
And then hey, we should all go to Portugal.
I think that's a grand idea. Maybe do like a traveling, medieval festival deal, as one does. I would be all about that. So, you may have noticed over the last couple weeks, I no longer have the cittern that I had. I am really excited that I am in the process of having one made. So I'm really excited about that. Yes, there is a story between those lines. Possibly I'll share it, but probably not. In any case, I'm really excited about that. And I would love for the cittern's first major overseas trip to be Volgamut with me guest artisting, going around and doing the old busking routine and when we're not playing at festivals. So I think that would be very cool. So, but if we do medieval festivals, that means a couple weeks in a G63. So maybe we need to figure out a Renaissance thing so I can do the rock. Anyway, costuming. It's really not that important, but it's so much fun.
It's so much fun.
Well, for those of you who have been watching for a little while, you know that I was guest artist with Volgamut for a moment at Sherwood Forest Fair, and one of the songs that we very much enjoyed playing together, and occasionally the crowd was very responsive to, because it's a very fun song, is Vist Lo Lop. Vist Lo Lop, reina la alegre. Vist Lo Lop, reina danza. Vist Lo Lop, reina la alegre. Vist Lo Lop, reina danza. Tu te trasvasion nocturne laure. Vist Lo Lop, reina la alegre. Tu te trasvasion nocturne. My going to be fun to do as like a more dynamic piece with some bagpipes, if not sooner than by Pennsylvania Ren Fair when that opens on August 21st. So that'll be fun. Although Volgamut won't be there for the first couple weekends. But that'll just give the rest of us time to warm up. Anyway, I have a couple fun announcements. So for those of you who have tuned in before to the Subaltern Project channel here on Twitch, you know that we have a show called The Garden of Mutual Delights on most Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm really excited about my guest this week. I'm always excited about my guests. I'm especially excited about my guest this week. Our guest this week is going to be Jules Schrader. And for those of you who have been to the Pennsylvania Ren Fair at all in the last few years, you will recognize her instantly. Last year, she played Mags Cockburn, who was a traveling minstrel. You probably got to see her on stage many times during the day and playing her mandolin. But Jules has actually done a lot of acting besides the Ren Fair, and she's going to talk to me about her passion for theater and for music, and I'm really excited about that conversation. So if you're in a place where you can take a little bit of a break at 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, do tune in. If not, we will have the replays up here on the Twitch channel for a couple of weeks, but also within a few weeks, we'll be up on the Subaltern Project YouTube channel, which actually has not only all the old episodes of Garden of Mutual Delights, but all of the most recent episodes of this show, which I'm pretty excited about. Another thing I'm excited about, and speaking of the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair, Mount Hope is hosting their Brewfest this Saturday from 11 to 3. There are two sessions. There's a morning session from 11 to 3, and then an evening session from 4:30 to 8:30, I think. So the House Elves will be putting that link in the chat right now, and you can find out more information. Basically, you get to try a bunch of craft brews from the area. And that should be a fun way to spend a summer Saturday. And if you plan to go, let me know, because I will be rehearsing that day, and it would be nice to stop out and say hello. So anyway, what else? No? Okay. All right.
I don't have any announcements.
The lack of house elf announcements tells me it is time for more music. So I thought a good transition from talking about Brewfest might be one of our most celebrated drinking songs. So first, toast to you. But also a toast to all the soldiers who came back from the horrible things they saw in war and brought nothing back with them but stories to tell for a drink or two. Soldiers three, pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. Lately come forth of the low country with never a penny of money. Here, good fellow, I'll drink to thee. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. To all good fellows wherever they be, with never a penny of money. We be soldiers three, pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. Lately come forth of the low country with never a penny of money. Here, good fellow, I'll sing you a song. Sing for the brave and sing for the strong, to all those living and those who are gone, with never a penny of money. We be soldiers three, pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. Lately come forth of the low country, with never a penny of money. another shot, whatever it is, with never a penny of money. We be soldiers three, pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie, lately come forth of the low country, with never a penny of money. Charge it again, boys, charge it again. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie, as long as there is any ink in my pen, with never a penny of money. Everybody. We be soldiers three, pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie, lately come forth of the low country, with never a penny of money. And we be soldiers three, pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie, lately come forth of the low country, with never a penny of money.
They were hosting a drinking song every time you said "We Be Soldiers 3."
Good work.
And Judith is sipping mead.
Good on you.
Yeah.
I mean, honey's all right for breakfast, right?
Right. They were definitely singing with you.
Cool, cool.
Lisa's favorite song. And
Right on. Thanks,
Yeah.
Lisa.
yeah. And Scott's here.
Oh, hey, Scott.
And he asked you if you could just start from the beginning.
I mean, we're only like, what? That was only the 5th song in? Yeah, sure. We'll just back up and do it. No. We've got some lovely replays for you, though. And I'll be posting the VOD by Thursday at the latest, so.
Oh, and I meant to tell you, Misha said Beatles twice. I just didn't say it earlier. Even though I saw
okay.
it. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Well, that would require playing something that I don't currently have memorized, Mr. Misha.
Maybe next week.
But maybe next week. I think that's a fine idea. Okay, so help Misha out and throw your favorite Beatles song up in the comments, or your favorite 3 Beatles songs. What the hell?
And if you don't like the Beatles, well then.
Maybe you should start. Although I'll be honest, when I was younger, there were Beatles songs that I liked, but I did not appreciate them the same way until I got older and started actually playing their music. And they are not at all overrated. I would say that unreservedly. I have had such a love for the Beatles since learning how to play their music, and even the stuff that I haven't played, just the way that they, it's such solid songwriting. Yeah. Anyway, so throw your favorite Beatles song in the chat, and we'll help Misha make up his mind about what one. And some of you who have been watching for a while, you might have an idea about what ones I can actually play kind of okay. So those are definitely fair game.
Yep, everybody's put something in the chat.
Good.
You're good.
The polls don't close until the end of the show.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you can vote more than once. That's fair. That's what I asked for. Anyhow. Yeah, some more fun Ren songs would be good. I like that. This song, unlike many songs that get played at Ren Fair, was actually written in the Renaissance by an important Renaissance figure. So I play this a good bit, and I've told you who wrote it. So if you know, throw that up in the chat. Pastime with good company, I love and shall until I die. Grudge to lust, but none deny. So God be pleased, thus live will I. For my pastimes, on sing and dance, my heart is set on goodly sport. For with good company. Did we have any guesses?
I don't think so, but the chat was moving quickly. Sorry.
Good work, friends. The chat is moving too quickly for the house elves to keep up. Good work.
Well, and I'm also trying to comment because I was trying to throw my card into the... My Beatles card into the fire there.
If you... Never mind.
You know, like the Goblet of Fire.
Oh! Well, that is only one vote.
Well...
Anyway, there's not one vote.
Personally, I liked Carlos's suggestion only because it's super specific.
Okay, and that was?
Do the alternate version of Blackbird from the Greatest Hits box set without the bird sounds. I just love that.
Leave it to you, Carlos, to be absurdly specific.
I love that.
Good times. All right. Well, I'll have to tabulate the votes up later. They might not matter. Because it might mean that I have a bunch. So, anyway. Yeah. Anything else for the good of the order?
David did try to guess.
And?
He did not. I don't know how to say that, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to mess that one up.
All right.
Something ballade. I don't know how to say it. I apologize. My English is not good.
Henry VIII, people. Although some claim that he had an assist from other quarters. Anyway, you're allowed to chime in at this point now, David or Michael.
The house elves.
Or anybody who knows how to operate Google.
The house elves need a sock.
You know, she's got socks. You know, for a long time, I used to give her lots and lots of great sock presents. True story. Anywho, more music?
Storehouse of the mind, my words, coruscant, clarity of sparkling memory, unbroken.
David did guess right. He just wrote it in fancy English. And I see that now.
Well played, David. Not at all surprised.
Well, I guess that would be medieval English?
Early modern English, technically.
Early modern English?
What we would call...
Can you even correct me on that if that's incorrect?
What we would call medieval English would actually sound a lot more like German and would be unintelligible to most of us.
See, I'm getting a English history lesson tonight. Thank you, friends. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we've been kind of to get ready for Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. We've actually been watching a lot of Shakespeare here over the last little while. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend The Hollow Crown. It is an Amazon Prime thing, but I'm sure you could find the DVD sets. I understand the digital version and the DVD sets are actually fairly different. The digital versions are abridged, whereas the DVD actually has like many more scenes. It's very well acted and very worth a watch and picking up both seasons. So, The Hollow Crown. And that's basically all of Shakespeare's like history plays. So it's what some refer to as the Henriade. It's quite delightul.
Oh, I see what they did there.
Aha.
My mind is open now. Thank you.
What else we got?
David said yes, the English spoken in the Tudor period would be early modern.
You know, a lot of people bag on a Bachelor of Arts degree. I use mine all the time. Anyway. Oh no.
Oh, Scotch Dragon is here, but she was having a bad streaming night.
Oh no!
So.
Well, Glenda, you will be relieved to know that we will have VOD up very soon, at the very latest by Thursday. So you will be able to watch this in its entirety, and hopefully your streaming services will all be functioning properly and not betraying you. So, always glad to see you in the audience.
Oh, and they're going... Bisha suggested a movie suggestion, so
Ooh.
we'll get some movie suggestions.
Yeah. Oh, while we're kind of on... Before we move out of the Tudor era, what are some favorite Shakespeare plays? Or what are some favorite Shakespeare adaptations? I'll start. Back in, I think, 2011, Joss Whedon did a really fun version of Much Ado About Nothing. And if you are also a fan of Firefly or Buffy or Angel or like any of kind of like the Whedonverse things that have been on cable at one point or another, they're all playing characters in this Shakespeare play. And it's delightful. If you're not into Shakespeare or you don't think you're into Shakespeare, it might be a great way to kind of like get in there because the performances are quite good. And there are some movies that it just looks like people had a good time doing it. And that's one of those movies. So do check that out. The Branagh version is also quite good and also has an incredible heavy cast. But I recommend Joss Whedon's adaptation of Much Ado About Nothing. Yeah? The house elves agree. You can't see that she's shaking her head enthusiastically and holding up a thumbs up sign. But she's probably commenting, so hence the tapping and clacking. Right. Well then, I will leave you to your Shakespeare comments, and I will return to some music. The bad news is, I only have one more song for you. The good news is, I'm pretty sure most of you like it, based on previous performances. So, I just want to remind everybody, if you're new to the show, I'm Jeremy Grafe, and this is the Subaltern Project Twitch channel. So if you haven't already and you like what you hear, please make sure to follow the channel and share it with your friends. They might not be able to be here for the whole live show, but they'll definitely be able to check out the replays or the VODs. So, yes, the house elves are reminding me that if you haven't already as well, check out the subalternproject.com website. Why, you might ask? Well, if you sign up for the email list, you will get a free copy of A Vision in Exile, which is an album that I released 3 years ago now. And I'm finding that so much of what I wrote then in response to what was current events at the time, I think is still fairly applicable. Anyway, please do check out subalternproject.com and sign up for the email list and get yourself a free download of A Vision in Exile. Also, another reminder, Garden of Mutual Delights right here on the Subaltern Project Twitch channel, Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. My guest is Jules Schrader, and we will be talking about acting and theater and music and how all of those things come into play, especially at the Renaissance Fair. So if you can't make it, if you can't call in disinterested from work, do watch the replay, because I have really loved getting a chance to sit down and talk to my brilliant and creative friends for Garden of Mutual Delights. It is has always been amazing to me to just sit and listen to somebody talk about the things that they're passionate about and that they bank their experience points in, and they are just so happy to share that story. So as the weeks go on, I am so thrilled at so many of the guests that are going to be on the show. And the house elves are furiously scribbling away.
Oh, I was going to say, share the previous guests.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda
So,
Kitchens was on, and if
yeah.
you haven't caught it at all, sorry.
Have at it.
I was going to say, if you haven't caught it at all, Amanda Kitchens was on, Paulo Garbanzo, Barely Balanced. Our good friend James Rochalski, who's an amazing guitar player and also has a Twitch channel, was on last week. I'm missing somebody. Oh, Kelly Turner. Turner. Yeah, there's just a great number of people, and we're just going to continue to reach out to people to be a part of this thing. So do check it out.
It's a fun time.
It's a good time.
Well, anyway, friends. Cheers to you all.
Kind friends and companions, come join me in right. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the dear lass that I love so well. For style and for beauty, there's none quite as red. She smiles on my countenance as she sits on my knee. Sure, there's no one on earth who's as happy as me. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never Our ship lies at anchor, she's ready to dock. I wish her safe landing without any shock. If I ever should meet you by land or by sea, I will always remember your kindness to me. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. My footsteps may falter, my wit it might fail, my course may be challenged by November gale. If fortune shall prove to be friend or be foe, you will always be with me wherever I go. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may and might never all meet here again.
Friends, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, it was great to be here with you on a Monday night. Hope you'll come back next week at 8 p.m. Eastern. Remember, we have Garden of Earthly Delights this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And keep taking care of each other. Love you all. Thanks. See you next week.